this way through into this corner, or down through here.
And I checked here for any like passageways or anyone else in here.
Yeah.
Well,
and there was
okay.
nothing. There's apparently nothing here.
Well,
and
here's
he
the
could have
thing.
doubled back, but I would have got him again.
I would actually ask him, okay, what is this here? When he says, I don't know, okay, I look at it. What do I see? Because if this is like a hole that he jumped down, you know, or this may be a veil that if we peek past, we'll see a secret room, you know, we should investigate
He was saying
this.
it was just a wall.
Well, I said
I thought he just
probably
shrugged.
a wall.
Yeah, and he shrugged.
Ah.
So we.
I could leap across and find sneaky areas, if that's an actual thing.
I might check this out then.
Actually, BRB, I'll have a bio break.
I'm sitting here in my living room and
we don't know. Like it's hard when you mulligan so much action and replay. We had to reverse.
Do I have the microphone?
We all have microphones, but do you have the recap?
I have the recap.
Okay.
Are you ready for the recap? All right, let's do this. Princess of the Apocalypse, episode 11, at least by my standards. We continued our clash with Carbo and his monks. Between Guy's fists, Lokk's fire-breathing constructs, Dr. Croaker's sleeping powder, and Drongo's frenzying claws, we narrowly bested our enemies, but at a great cost. Drongo lay on the ground, unmoving. Lokk and Dr. Croaker rushed to her aid, desperately trying to revive her, but even with Dr. Croaker's superior medical skills, we were confronted by a terrible truth. We had lost our beloved green friend, Drongo. The air was still as the shock and realization of what had happened dawned upon us. Each of us tried to come up with a way of bringing her back, but each idea we came up with was sadly discarded. We didn't have enough time or coin to bring her back in time. One of the monks that was previously unconscious stirred and was immediately set upon by Lokk and Guy, demanding a way of reviving Drongo, but the monks sneered and swore back at them, to which Lokk replied with driving a crossbow bolt through the monk's temple. Defeated by this tragedy, Lokk offered a cloth gown to Dr. Croaker, and he began to gently wrap Drongo's body. As he was finishing the wrappings, the doors leading to the room burst open, and we were surrounded by monks, led by a new cloaked figure. At her order, the monks seized us all, bound our hands, and blindfolded us before leading us away from our fallen friend. The remaining members of the party were led through corridors and tunnels, Lokk thrashing and swearing against her oppressors, before we were all thrown into rooms, followed shortly by the sound of slamming of several metal gates behind us. We began removing our blindfolds, gathered our bearings. Each of us was separated into a prison cell occupied by several other prisoners. These were the civilians we were trying to rescue, but now we found ourselves stripped of our gear, prisoners alongside them. Exhausted from shouting and beating against the bars, Lokk succumbing to her grief, she sank to the floor, accepting a gentle, comforting hug from an inmate sympathizing with her loss. Dr. Croaker croaked a long, sad wail at hearing Lokk's quiet whimper, while Guy burned with anger and frustration in a corner. Some time passed. Lokk composed herself and began to conversing with the other inmates, each one of them with a recurring story of being captured by cultists and sent down into the dungeons to dig the mines for their captors. She was surprised when she realized that Dr. Croaker was conversing with her own aunt, Hilda Steele, in the opposite cell. Each party member explored their small, cave-like prison cell, not managing to find a way to escape it. Fortunately for Lokk, she still had access to a magical spider construct. Rolling the metal sphere along the floor, she made it appear beyond her bars. With Guy's guidance down the hallway, navigated it towards the levers that hopefully operated the prison cell gates. Unfortunately, two tough-looking ogres patrolled from around the corner, stumbling upon the construct as it was pulling the first lever. They made quick work of smashing the construct with their great axes just as the first lever was pulled, opening a gate right next to the ogres. A lone figure within the cell backed away from the open doorway, not wanting to get involved with the two mean-looking guards. Closing the gate down again, the ogres roaring with their booming voices to shut up. It's telling us to shut up or have our skulls beaten in. Lokk shrugged it off while Guy and Dr. Croaker shrunk further back into their cells. Once the guards had left us, Lokk began conversing with the new inmate, who called himself Phil. He didn't sound confident in his own answer, though. Lokk introduced the rest of the party members that Phil couldn't see from his cell, but greeted us nonetheless. It seemed that Phil hadn't been down here for very long either. The party began to settle in and rest, since there wasn't much of us that any of us could do at the time. Sometime later, we heard the heavy footsteps of our ogre guards approaching. They opened the gates, pointed to several other inmates, and led them out of the cell and down the hallway out of sight. Guy confronted the ogre, demanding to know what they were doing, but was answered by a swift backhand that sent her backwards into the cell, where she replied with a "fuck off, you're first." Lokk sent her own snide remark through the bars, angering the same guard who struck her gate as it passed. The party now awaits in the dungeon, hoping for an opportunity to escape to present itself. Scene.
Thank you for the recap, Elliot.
That was a good recap.
Yeah, great recap.
Thanks.
I didn't know Hilta had the last name of Steele, though.
Yeah.
Did we mention that at any point?
That's what she said when I had the recap, so like, yep.
I don't remember hearing or reading or seeing that, so that's good. We've established law.
Just make it up as you go.
With the background info.
Sweet, appreciate that. Okay, so I'm summoning you to the board. I have updated this board to be darker, because I just felt like the atmosphere of this place wasn't on point. But I feel I've fixed that up.
Wasn't
Also
drawing
because
and
FS.
depressing enough.
There we go. So you're
That
all-
looks the same. I don't notice any difference yet.
Okay.
Almost the same, yeah.
So there was
I'm not complaining. I'm just like,
there
Too
was
late.
no torches.
oh.
It was kind of
Oh,
like this.
The contrast.
freaking daytime.
That's what it was like before.
Daytime, nighttime.
But actually, I can make it a tinge bit darker. Okay,
I like it.
so we reconvene. The ogres have left the area. What did everybody want to do?
So Tech will deciding on going back to rest and waiting for an opportunity.
Correct.
So
So
I would like a short rest this time, considering I was interrupted for the long rest, and don't know when I might get another rest.
okay. Anybody else? Well, what's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna try for long rest again.
No worries. Anybody else? Sorry. Guy and Phil.
I think. I mean, I can't fully remember. Were we woken up, or were we about to go to bed last time, or?
You don't know how much time has passed since being brought down. Like, it's at least hours. You don't know if a new day's ready, or what's going on.
You guys were
Alright.
disturbed while having a long rest.
Yeah.
Then I'll try to finish it.
Oh.
Okay. So, people are cycling. So, Dr. Croaker's the only one trying for a short rest.
I'm just gonna
Yep.
like watch or sit like with my back up against the wall so I can like watch down the hall.
Yep.
What are the other
worries.
people in my cell doing? Just
They're
All
just
hope is
walking about
gone.
and like laying down. There's not much else they can do. I don't
cool.
feel like there's much else.
I'm
So
not going to
please,
disturb him.
please don't cycle any long rests until I have said so, if that makes
Hi.
Is anything happening in this interim while Dr. Croaker and Lokk try and rest?
You-
Resounding silence, I take that as no. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So, it's a Elliot, Dr. Croaker, you can cycle a short rest, but Lokk, before you can get yourself a long rest, you're disturbed yet again. As the ogres come back into the room. Why can't I move? Oh, that was in the way. Ogres come back into the room with the prisoners who were digging. And they come back down to this cage.
I should grab my dice.
That's good.
Mm.
Let's help. And you hear some grunting and groaning.
Ooh,
And they're speaking in Orc. Unless anybody speaks Orc, nobody can understand what they're saying. And you hear one of them grunt back to the one you dubbed "fuck off," and he pulls a lever now. Which one? That one? A, B, C. And the gate lifts up, and the commoners drudge back in. They looking just tired, overworked.
Underpaid.
Nobody here looks like they've had a decent sleep in a long time. And you hear a shout down the hallway as the gate lowers and they start making their way in, and they're clanging and crackling against the cage doors, and nobody is getting sleep. And Lokk, you are disturbed for this slumber. They make a very strong point of making sure their presence is acknowledged, and your long rest is interrupted yet again.
Sorry, did you say presidents?
President.
Get down, Mr. Presidents!
That's your mental thinking, but yes, and that has happened.
So that's my second attempt at a long rest being interrupted.
Correct.
Am I now going to start tallying exhaustion points or something?
Not yet, but
I don't know if it's been a day yet.
if this continues, then yes, everybody will start to roll concentration check to not be exhausted.
Roll, fact. Oh, wow.
What would people like to?
Can I check
Can we-
the people that came back in and like I don't know, try to ease their
Going.
pain or soreness or
So they settle into the room and they slump down. One, like they try and take up some of the straw beds, and they look up at you with a face that just looks lost. They don't have words. They just seem hopeless. What would you like to say?
to say. I was probably just gonna be like, I'm not an inspiring person.
Pat them on the shoulder, I
yeah,
guess.
I was just gonna be like, here, let me see if I can help you, like feel a little better.
And what are you doing?
I don't know. It like
You gotta give me something to work with.
yeah, I know. I'm sort of like looking for any like scrapes or they're not bleeding or anything. It's just like general exhaustion.
They have guff marks across their skin, just dirt patches all over. Nothing. There's no blood, but they
Muscle
don't
soreness
look like
and such.
they're having a good time.
How about like I offer a medicinal massage with my monk.
Give me a medicine check, please.
Like a hand rubbing or whatever like that, or back rub or shoulder.
Yeah,
something
but
that.
like, given that I'm a monk and know like key points,
All right.
buddy.
Hit the key points. I turn him into a pretzel.
Give me a medicine check. Give me a straight medicine check.
For a second, they're gonna say a strength check. Like, oh god, no.
15.
With a 15, you manage to apply some soothing pressure to the commoners that have just come back. And one of them says, I don't know you, but I thank you, lad. Appreciate it.
I'm not going to bother correcting him. I've struggled with this all my life. My parents having named me Guy. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just nod and like go back to my corner.
No worry. Anybody else doing anything?
Just trying to get some rest. A little sleep. A little more sleep. Just a little more.
I think I've already discussed with Hilta before, but I'll check. It's just like I'll ask Hilta. Just I'm assuming that she's just there for thematic reasons, or whatever. Do we know when they'll like feed us and water us now? I'm starting to feel not too good.
I mean, the meals aren't great, but they come once a day at least. Food and water, enough to live. That Jirth fellow, he carries a key to these cells, but I mean, a lot of fat good that does.
Do they always come in groups of like 2 or 3? Do they ever go on their own?
Honestly, since you've been here, they seem to be coming in big packs.
Great. How thoroughly do they check our cells? Like, do they just get a quick glance or a head count or something like that?
I don't know if they even check, to be honest.
Alright. I might have to do some... I might be able to sneak through the gates when they come through. But I'm just trying to figure out if that's the best way to do it, or just wait for it to be picked for whatever they're doing and have a chance out there. I might have to choose the latter for now, but I'm really going to start needing some water soon.
What do you mean, dearie?
I use minor illusion and I start changing my skin to have the color of the stone around me. And I say I might be able to hide and tuck myself into a nook or cranny when they perhaps try and find me if they think I'm gone. And maybe I can pull those levers and start getting us out of here.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? Nope. Okay. It's not long after they left that they end up coming back in again. Oh, good. I can just drag them all at once.
Ta-da! Oh, 4 of them now.
Yeah, there was 4 before.
Ah, okay.
When they brought the prisoners back, and they stopped speaking in common. Dr. Croaker, I assume you're stationary against the wall and minor illusion?
Not yet. I haven't tried that. I'm just sussing out the idea first. I'm not gonna use it yet,
Okay.
but I got it in the chamber for later.
They shout, and the doors open again, and one of them comes in and points at the commoners. And like, you. And 3 of the commoners
I was thinking like Blues Brothers.
are taken out
I did, yo.
into the mines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. No, don't.
Would you delete them?
No. Uh, good. I just need to cluster them better. Because one was in the walls. We can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody give me an inside check, or everybody can give me an inside check?
Oh, great. 9.
18.
From my angle, just a 4.
Okay. Lokk and Guy. They you guys realize that they don't really give anybody any sort of opportunity to escape. Their guard work is frustrating and thorough. But that's what Lokk and Guy noted.
I have an idea. But I might have to wait until the third round for this to work. As in, if they're following like this gate, then that gate, then the other gate, and then go around and round and around like that, it's going to be 2 more turns before I have an opportunity to maybe do that. Like, if once, for example, my gate would open, if Lokk and or Guy, I don't know, just throw some insults at them and make at least the middle 2 guards that would be like here distracted to like look in their direction or whatever, I might be able to skitter along the wall while the third guard's inside here and climb past and just find a nook or something along those lines and just tuck myself in and just hold, looking like stone and waiting for them to pass, and then go through and get to the levers. That's my possible plan.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Also, Guy, you could use like run like the wind bullseye and just fucking yeet your way through them and just go for the levers anyway, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, maybe.
just burn all your keys and just run like an absolute freak and just go through.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? That's
He's going the distance.
I'd only be able to use one key point.
Because of like long rest space things?
No, I've got everything back. It comes like everything I use is on a short rest rotation. Including the fighter stuff. But I think because I'd need to do the disengage, and I wouldn't be able to do Step of the Wind as well. But how far is it down there? I don't know. I'm pretty moody at the moment.
Yeah. You might do it.
Guy's a little upset, so he's not really thinking. 12 tiles. How much is that?
60 feet.
Yeah, it's a bit far.
Also, I want to throw out there that you cannot move through the space of an NPC. There has to be a gap. And for example, if they're standing diagonally, you still can't move through that corner of those characters. Like there needs to be an actual space all the way around that character. And in your watching of the situation, they're pretty huddled and you don't see a way through them.
So if I stand like there in the middle, they couldn't get past me to the commoners.
Well,
I just
one
body
of them
block them.
stands close, and two of them stand back, and then another one stands at the switches. So it's the two that stand back that are gonna give you problems.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't realize this one. Oh, the fourth was at the switches. Ah, I see.
yeah. That's the one that we called. Actually, no, they've been rotating, haven't they?
You don't.
It's
know
usually-
if there's any sort of rotation. I mean, these are ogres
Look-
running the show.
I mean, because yeah, right. Not any formal rotation, but the one called "fuck off" is. It was the one that came up to me the first time, wasn't he?
Yes, I actually named him.
Yeah. And he was at the switches before.
I was hoping you were going to name him your next.
No, Will actually called him "fuck off" and said, "Yeah."
And then
Yeah,
said your next.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. You were addressing him as fuck off.
Yeah, he's a dead boy. Marked for life.
Or yeah.
Bad boys for
Question.
life.
Yeah.
In this campaign, is disarm one of the actions you can use in combat?
I don't.
'Cause I know it's an optional thing for DMs whether they include it or not.
Well, that's why they
It's
wear
mainly
shoulder
a-
pads, so you can't take off their arms.
Which
Boom.
disarm.
Ah.
Oh God, get out, all of you.
We won! We did it! We beat the DM!
I'm gonna say,
It'd be like a grapple, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would be a contested grapple check to disarm a creature. But I don't know if it's an action to pick up a weapon or item if it's at their feet.
Well, it is a free action to
sometimes a minor
switch
action
a
will be
weapon,
Free. Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
grab and ready a weapon.
I would call it a free action for them to grab their weapon again, if it's right next to them.
Ergo, it would also be a free action for us to do the same.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
So, as a reminder, you've been stripped of all your wares. So you have no swords, no trinkets, no.
No
It'd be a free
shirts,
action for us to pick
no
up their
socks.
weapon.
No, that'd be like a
Not
sleight
if
of
you-
hand.
Not if you use the grapple. Like, if you haven't done anything that round, it would be a free action to grab the weapon. But for example, if you go to grapple to disarm them, I would say, okay, if you want to take their weapon from them, I would say you would have to beat their grapple by 5 or more to grab their weapon. Otherwise, it's going to drop to the ground. If you've done a grapple action, I'm not going to give you a free action then to grab the weapon. That makes sense.
And I would say that if their weapon is sheathed, it's a sleight of hand in that case, because it's like pickpocketing.
Correct.
No, just slap it off them and run away.
Slap it in. Yeah, and then it just like clobbers you with a meaty fist.
There
This is my weapon.
No worries, just on a clarification.
No worries. Dr. Croaker, Dave comes up to you. One of the commoners, David. I named him. I remember
He's a
the name.
vampire. Or a zombie, or both.
You
I
wish.
hope not. There's
Make-
two of them in mine.
Oh man, what a horror story! It's like you're in a cell with prisoners, and turns out one of them's already infected to be
Why is
an
there
undead.
screaming
Like,
down the hall?
fuck.
David turns to you and says, "Yeah, they don't really let us sleep down here, and I mean these straw beds are all they've got. There's litter and debris all over the place. I mean, you just make do with what you have around you. I mean, there's nothing more you can do. Just buy your time and hope a landslide or a cave-in doesn't get you first, or I mean, slowly anyway."
Hey,
One moment.
this makes
And-
sense for a dungeon.
Dave hangs his head and just he hangs his head and he's like, you'll resign yourself sometime soon, but the days like this, they don't end. I can't remember days at this point. And he turns away.
I grab his sleeve to stop him from turning, and say, "I haven't given up yet. We are here to try and save you, and I'm going to keep that promise of trying to save you from this place. Remember that."
He gives you a half-hearted smile and acknowledges the inspiration you're trying to bestow. But he still just looks defeated, and gives you a solemn nod as a thank you. The words he expresses are not verbal, but you understand everything. And he waits for you to let go, and as you do, he turns around and just goes to a straw bundle of hay, lays down, and just faces the wall.
Because it's such a jolt when they lie down. It's just like and dead.
Yeah, lying down's pretty shit in this game. Anyway,
He doesn't know how to bed. He's a very restless sleeper.
what's happening? What are people doing?
I'll call out to Lokk now, and ask and go, "Hey Lokk, you over there? You awake?"
Lokk, unfortunately, you are.
Did she respond? She's on mute. They're both on
Sorry,
mute.
had to step
There you
away
are.
for a second.
Run back! We're playing games here, damn it!
The wrong player to call upon.
Yes.
My steed, where are you?
Flash, did you hear the interaction between David and Dr.
I did. Yeah. I just didn't have my headphones on.
No worries. Dr. Croaker, please proceed.
Sorry, Lokk does hear me or responds?
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask Lokk. I know I know you need longer rest to get your strength back, but what kind of abilities can you do when you're only rested shortly? Is there? We need to start coming up with a better plan to maybe get out of this place. I've got a couple of ideas, but I don't know if I'll be able to execute them very well.
What's your ideas?
Well, the first one being this, and I start turning my skin the different colors. It's just like I might be able to hide in the rocks if my gate opens and just cling to a surface and wait for them to disappear. And hope they don't see me and I can get to the levers or something. But I might need more of a distraction so they don't look in my direction as I start moving. So
I can definitely help with a distraction, but unfortunately, I'm a bit limited on this much exhaustion.
Can I hear this conversation?
probably, I'd say, like echoing holes. Or something along those lines. Does DM say yes? DM is muted.
He's thinking.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be more than able. Like, the sound sort of reverberates a little bit off the stone all through the dungeon. So, any chatter in any other cell, you can definitely hear people talking. Whether you hear what they're accurately saying just depends on whether you're paying attention. If you're paying attention, absolutely you can hear any and all conversations happening in the cell.
Okay, so he's got like a little just scraps on him just because they've taken everything else, and he pulls out like a little wire, kind of fiddles on it a little bit, and it's like, hey, sorry to listen in, but if you need a distraction, I'll help too. And he's casting message over to Lokk. Which, if she responds, it should be able to come back to him. Yeah, only Lokk can hear that.
Okay. Lokk says to Croaker, I think someone else wants to help, and sort of just points towards the other cell.
Oh, the Phil guy. Yeah. Any extra hands is helpful.
Yes.
So I'm thinking if
Phil-
you disappear
Phil
and if you disappear into like camouflage to the wall, I can probably cast minor illusion to make it look like you're just asleep in one of the straw beds so they don't wonder where you've gone.
I will have to take off all my clothes as well to make me look even less thin. I know, right?
Get your own cell, you two.
Yeah, our fling's all the same.
I want to remind you that this is a still minor illusion is a cantrip and is a still image. You can't move with minor illusion on. You can attempt to hide your whole body fully clothed or not. You don't have to be completely naked.
Yeah, but it's thematic.
I know it's thematic,
Thematic. Yeah.
You
He wants to feel the cold press of his little froggy butt cheeks on the wall.
And those slappies.
that's not the only thing it's called, but
Cheeks in the wind.
Gotta feel the breeze between my crack and
I just want to dispel any notion that you're going to use this as a camouflage to be able to get out. Like, I don't want you under a false pretense of what you're capable of, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember that minor illusion is a still cantrip. It does not follow you, and you need to recast it in order to keep it going, if that makes sense.
Come on, guys, the old-fashioned way. Pow.
Pop, pop.
Right in the kisser.
Well, last I checked, I'm not a pop person, so you do it.
Bill,
Yes.
you cast sending, but it doesn't. There's an energy that's reverberating from the spell you cast, and it doesn't make sense. Like, there's more energy in the air than there should be. Please roll me an Arcana check.
18.
Okay. For some reason, you're feeling some energy from behind you.
The bones.
Very slowly turns around, as if no sudden movements. Looking behind.
Just start screaming, get me out of here!
You look into an empty chamber. with debris strewn around the floor.
Is this the way it always been?
Dem bone, dem.
You don't know.
Do you have like detect magical object?
I don't think I have anything like that set up. Kind of scan the area. Do I know where this is emanating from?
You just know it's coming from behind you.
Oh, but I turned around slowly.
You were facing the gate,
Oh,
and now you felt the magical presence behind you. You turned around. You're facing in its direction, but you can't pinpoint a source.
hello, ghost.
You get no response.
Is it me you're looking for?
Is it me you're looking for? Should have rolled a bard.
Yes. Now you know what I have to do. Burn the house down, burn them all.
Pleasure to meet you. He tries to extend a hand.
You're met
Mr.
with
Dumbness?
silence, and like nothing changes physically or spiritually.
Okay. Get your plan ready soon. He tries to message again. I don't know what's going on, but I'd like to get out of here if we can.
Are you in the beyond? I think you are.
And he just kind of he kind of gets close to the gate, but keeps his back to the wall and looking at the cell and looking out the gate, just waiting, watching, freaking out. That's what it's all about. Hey. Thiem's pondering.
Does the cage come down?
Cage is down.
Does the bigger cage come? So the small cage within the cage. It's a babushka cage.
There's not in this dungeon.
Put that box in a box?
Yes.
I mail it to myself and then smash it with a hammer.
I point
Brilliant.
in the direction of the lever and say, "Rise."
You turn around and you attempt to get the lever to move, and it just remains stationary on the wall. You can barely see the tip of the lever, like you can't fully see it, but you can see part of it.
Just the tip.
Like, at what angle? Am I like slightly below it?
So where it's about head height. Yeah, so you can see there.
Okay. But I can't reach it. Can I reach it? I probably can't reach it.
Grab a burn.
Can I reach
Fame
it?
is great. Get the
Is
fame
there any?
up.
Are there any guards out watching those switches?
Sorry about that. It's about dinner.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Are there any guards out watching those switches?
No.
Can I reach for that one closest to me? I didn't realize it was that close.
You can, but it's outside of your arm's length.
Grab a burn.
Okay, is there anything in this cage that can help me? In this cellar?
Roll me an investigation
Oh,
check.
boy. I'm going to roll an investigation check. I'm going to use a luck point and re-roll an investigation check. And that's a nat
Hooray.
20.
Hell yes.
Nice.
It is time
No,
to
this
shenanigans
isn't
the
right.
DM.
Let me try again.
I forgot you could re-roll that one. Great.
It's part of his
Halfling luck?
yeah,
Oh,
but it's
no,
part
no.
of his theme is what I'm thinking. Oh,
Okay. You start rummaging through the pile of bones, and the arcane sense that you sensed before starts to intensify a little bit. And you stop looking for a bone to move the lever, and you start just clearing the floor around it. And you find a pressure plate.
Okay. He takes his hand and kind of makes a palm, and he turns it upside up, and he gently places it on his forehead. And it's like, I thought it was a ghost. God damn it. Okay. So it's a pressure plate. Does it look like dangerous? Like it might do something to me if or can I determine its purpose?
Give me another investigation check.
Investigation check. I'll just take whatever this is, and that's a nat 1. No. No. Halfling luck. That became a 12. I don't roll nat 1s.
No worries.
You trigger the,
like,
trigger the
whoa,
plate
wait a
and this
minute.
happens.
It doesn't seem dangerous.
Hop.
Indiana Jones and shit in a very small space.
No, just like hops on it.
Okay.
You only live twice.
All of a sudden, in each room, 2 purple glowing stone that appear in every single room.
Every single room in the entire cave system?
Including
or in
my
a
room?
cell?
Every cell. Sorry. Every
Okay, cool.
That
Yeah.
tells
It's like, I think they're onto us now.
2 glowing stones appear, and it's quite obvious to everybody. Everybody, all of a sudden, like, Dr. Croaker's looking across towards Lokk's cell and sees things start to light up. Turn around, and all of a sudden, you see 2 lit stones in your room. Guy, you're intently looking out the cage. You don't see it, but there's a commotion behind you as some of the commoners start to move and look. And so you turn around and you see on the wall behind you, there is also 2 glowing stones. And Phil, you notice, you see one stone on one wall, and then you turn your head around and you see to the wall to your next to you, there's another glowing stone. And they've got this soft, glowing, purplish hue to them.
Oh, I'm in Hugh.
Okay. I found the light switch.
I see it too.
As you say that, they disappear. And the pressure plate raises again.
Oh,
Yeah, what was that? Did anyone else see that?
no.
Where the stone appeared in my room, am I able to see if anything remains where it was?
What do you mean by that?
So you said a stone lit up. Is it an existing stone, or was it a magical stone that appeared?
It's a little from column A, a little from column B. It's an existing stone. Everybody give me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
They rolled pretty good, apparently.
17.
17.
Dirty 20.
21.
Dang, this group is popping.
Sorry, what was it, Luck? What did you get?
17.
Okay. Everybody notices where the glow was, and within that glow, there was some sort of rune.
I move over to the surface where that thing was.
I
that
also
was.
do that.
What are you guys doing? What are you?
Where is it?
I take a
know where?
closer look at
Hey.
the rune that was etched into the stone.
You don't see anything. It just looks like ordinary stone again.
Can I ask the
Should I do this again?
commoners?
Whatever you did, do it again.
Hop.
And the pressure plate depresses again, and the runes in each rune appear.
I'd like to see if I recognize the rune that is appearing.
Give me a history check, please.
Would this be something like a monk would even have a chance of knowing?
Maths.
Like, I'm thinking if it's like a magical thing, I'm gonna have no clue. Maybe I'll ask the commoners if they know what it is.
So what are you saying?
I'm like, hey, to the ones that are looking at it, do you see that rune in there?
As you continue your sentence, the pressure plate depresses and the runes disappear.
Mhm.
And finish your sentence, what were you saying to them?
I was just asking, did you guys see that rune? Or do you know what that rune is?
The commoners in your cell, they look to you and they give you a shrug, and I've never seen those things before. And this conversation's heard in other cells, and sort of everybody starts to look around the room. Even those lying down sort of tilt their head and look about.
Mm-hmm. I would like to go over to the surface of where that light has been shining, and I make a noise again to like Phil, because sounds like Phil's interacting with this. Like, Phil, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. It keeps going away when you stop whatever you're doing. If you stop what you're doing, I don't know what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Is there any like furniture in my room or any kind of like beds?
There's
bucket?
just the straw bed and the pile of bones that have been scattered about.
All right. Well, he'll keep focused on he'll keep an ear out for the guards coming, but until then he'll hop down. If it goes up again, he'll hop again, and he'll try to keep it going as long as possible.
No worries. Even with your weight fully on the switch, it manages to raise itself up at times. And you step off and you step back on, and it depresses again. And the runes appear in all 4 cells.
Do I recognize the symbols?
Give me a history check.
Does my history check reveal anything?
Sorry, what did you roll?
16.
They look somewhat, with a 16, they look a little bit familiar, but you can't quite pick what they are. Dr. Croaker, you've got no idea. And it's at this point,
Yeah.
Brildentha looks and he says, I
That'd
fucking
be
know.
dwarven.
And as he starts to talk, they disappear. And he's like, those are fucking dwarven numbers. And he goes,
I was kind of hoping he'd be like, it disappears. Like, oh, never mind. It's not what I thought it was. Right, sleep. Well,
that was numbers 1 and 5.
oh, wait.
And
If it's... Wait, I speak Dwarven?
you do?
I do speak Dwarvish. So during my training and essentially like watching people being seen to, because I worked at an apothecary kind of place, I would be spying on patients and watching them and people's interaction with it. And a lot of the patients would usually be dwarvens or people who were adventurers and stuff, and dwarves were among the people who were healed up. So I started picking up on the language as part of it, because it's a bit of like a bedside manner thing of being able to speak their languages as you went. So over time, I picked up Dwarvish.
Well, thank you for filling us in. One moment. You, Dr. Croaker, you rolled a history check.
Yeah.
And it was good enough to pass this thing.
Okay.
You're familiar with the language,
Mhm.
but these runes are old, they're ancient. And
Different dialect kind of thing.
You've seen some dwarven text before, and you can make out that they're numbers, and it takes you a while, because you run through dwarven words that you know that you picked up on, and you start doing a word association with what they could mean, and you finally you think that those runes said 3 and 7.
Mm-hmm. All right. As I was able to hear the hang on.
Were you paying attention?
Was I able to hear Ruldenta mention that's dwarvish as I was like looking at this?
If you were listening, yes.
I'm always ear out considering people are talking. I'm trying to hear.
And as I said, like voices echo, and it's not hard
Okay.
to hear other people.
Okay. I'll mention now. So it's like the one who mentioned dwarvish. I think I'm looking at was it a 3 and a 6? Was it? Sorry.
7.
3 to 7. I think I'm looking at a 3 and a 7. Is that the one that like does this kind of like line and then a loop and then another line thing? Is that the 7?
It's at this point. He stands up, and he comes to the cage door, and he's like, I mean, I don't know. Run those by me again.
So I'll look at when they flash on again. I'll look at it and then I'll kind of like trace it in the air and try and like give him it's like it looks like kind of like a common 4, but it's kind of smushed with a K kind of looking thing. So it's like this.
I think you're right, lad. I mean, that's as best I know from what you're telling me. I can't see them, but I mean that sounds about right.
So, Guy, do you have flashing lights in there too?
Yep.
Do you know what yours are? Do you know what they look like?
Nope.
Does anyone there? Well, can you describe it?
Okay. We'll do a roll for this. Give me a performance check, please. We're looking for a DC.
For Guy?
Ooh, yeah, I'm trying to think the DC, whether it's 12 or 15.
Just leave it in your head. Let us find out.
Yeah. I'll roll.
Should
And
be
then...
harder or not. You know what? Just roll, and depending on the roll, I'll let you know if you know. If you can repeat it.
Can I give him a suggestion? But sorry, her suggestion as that she's trying to describe it.
14.
15 minus 1. Sorry,
Yeah.
15 plus minus 1.
Plus, yeah. Math.
With that roll, the dwarf, he can see you just. Dr. Croaker, you're having a hard time seeing it. But the dwarf in Lokk's cage is like, I think that's like 2, maybe a 6. Yeah.
I'll call the guys. It's like grab some of that. Do you have that straw on the ground there? Can you just like put it on the floor outside your door and just make it into the shape? Or maybe I can confirm it.
With that performance check, Guy is able to follow your instructions, and it seems a little bit clearer that is what they're asking for.
All right. So I have a 3 and a 7. Is that correct? I had a 3 and a 7. Guy has a something. I have. Write down notes, people.
So what you guys are able to determine, there's a 1 and 5 with Lokk, there's a 2 and 6 with Guy, there's a 3 and 7 with Dr. Croaker.
One and 5, Lokk. Guy had a what?
2 and 3 and 6? 2 and
2
6?
and 6.
I'm guessing 4
Guy-
is in Phil's cage.
Guy 2 and 6, Dr. Croaker 3 and 7, 1 and 5 with Lokk.
So we're missing a 4.
And 0?
I'm guessing 4 and 8 are going to be in Phil's cage.
Phil, do you have any numbers in there? Do you have any of those flashy things in there too?
Does Phil speak Dwarven as well?
There's lines and they intersect. I think that's a square on there somewhere. And he tries to describe this as symbol.
Give me a performance check, please. And the DC is going to be really high.
Dirty 20.
Okay. With the dirty 20, you're able to, like, you follow by Guy's example, and you put some hay down on the ground outside the cage to
Head down,
represent
head down. Is this in Dwarvish?
what you've seen on the walls.
Pretty proud of that.
And you get feedback from the dwarf, and he says, "I think that's for sure 4 and 8."
Ooh.
Or if you flip it on its side, it's infinity.
Or it's a 8 with a belt on it.
These dwarven runes, not human, not common.
All right, it's a Penis with a little hat on. All right, happy now? Jeez.
There's thunder out there. If I disappear, you'll know why.
Mm-hmm. I'll speak to Buldanthal. Say, Buldanthal, is this one of those things where you just press him in order? Is that it? Is that what this is?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I thought you might know because you're Dwarvish. But all right.
Oh, just because I'm a fucking dwarf, I know how to do fucking runes now, do I?
Well, you knew what they said, didn't you?
I mean, that
Good
sounds
job,
logical,
pal.
and we don't have a lot of time. So, if whoever had 1-5 can press 1, see if something happens, or press it when it's lit.
Impressed with 1.
There's no runes on the wall at this time.
Even when I press the.
So, okay. I just want to be very pedantic about the process we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening?
I'm trying to light the rune, or have the rune present, and have Lokk touch what was claimed to be 1, to see if it does anything. In light of Dr. Croaker's suggestion.
Are you... Okay, so you press the pressure plate, and the runes appear. Lokk, what are you doing?
Pressing the rune that says 1.
You press the rune that says 1, and it starts to glow a little brighter.
I yell out, "Press 2!"
As soon as you finish what you're saying, all runes disappear.
All right, everyone. Okay. Get your buddy. Hit.
Get your exit, buddy. Yeah.
And then call out 1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as it lights up, just press it in order. Call it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll try to coordinate it, and I think we'll see the magic that happens. Ready?
Brick. All right. I'll grab, like, I don't know, Hilda or whoever's nearby me.
Can
come over to
everybody
one.
give me an insight check, please?
Not great. I do not know whatever it is.
4.
4.
6.
18.
Okay, Guy, you somewhat realize, and you've counted the beats just subconsciously in your head, and you determine that when more than one word is said, everything deactivates. It's up to you what you do with this information.
When more than one word is said.
It's spoken. When one word is verbally spoken aloud, they disappear, they vanish.
Okay. Well, I'll relay that information like this. I think we should do it in silence. Like, if we can test it again and see if I'm correct, but...
Oh, right.
And then just, like, adjust my glasses.
Because of the guards. Okay,
How
gotcha.
will we know if we're pressing them in order?
We,
Why don't we just say
wait.
the number we've pressed once we've pressed it?
I mean... Let's try it out then. If Phil wants to...
Everyone counts.
Pressure.
So, like, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Everyone count in there. As soon as it lights up, count. And
What's
when
dollars?
it's your number, press that number all the way up to 8. Make sense? Maybe the timing will work that way?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, was you? Oh.
We will
Sure. All right.
have our rune buddies.
Hop.
I'm going to say yes. No, I don't know where the button is, but sure, yes.
And yeah, just
Tears of the
remember
Mind says yes, I am at the button.
Okay, Bill,
Yes.
would you like to lead the party in this?
Oh, yes. All right, everyone. And I'm still listening for the guards. Gonna hop in 3, 2, 1. Hop. And he actually
And-
says hop and then hops on it.
The pressure plate descends again once more, and the runes all appear in all the cells.
Lokk hits the first one.
And then
It begins to
Guy.
grow brighter.
And it's guys next.
Yeah, guy waits a moment and then
And
the 1,000th and then touches it.
And
Doctor-
the second rune appears to glow brighter.
Dr. Croaker pushes
And
his.
yeah, when he gets to the 1,000, Phil does his.
Okay, and slowly but surely, in complete silence, you all press these runes, and they continue to maintain their strong glow. And Phil, you look at the wall, and you've got your fingers crossed, and you press this last rune. And as you do, all 4 gates open up.
Riot! Riot!
Don't speak and take it out.
As all 4 switches flick up, and you know that it's been a little bit of time since the guards were last here. You feel like you've got a little bit more time before they reappear.
Lokk runs over
Guys,
to
we're
himself.
busting out of here.
Do we take the commoners with us?
All the guards start rushing to the door. It's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
It's just like,
I'll get out.
rush out. We have to get our gear first.
Yeah, I'll get out in front of them.
what do we do? What are we doing? Are we leaving?
So hold up. We'll have to find our gear or something. Otherwise, we'll be useless.
And they start making their way towards
Making
the
their
door. They're really, really anxious to get out.
Well, I don't really need any gear. It would be nice to have my
Good
spear.
for you.
But, like, I can try and lead them out. Or find a way out. Unless we want to go searching through all the rooms with, like, 10 people, 15 people.
Well, we can just check
Uh,
check that first door, the one that the guards didn't do. Yeah.
If you want to run and check, Guy, we can start leading the commoners out.
So I check the doors. Alright.
It
I-
must be Phil. Hello.
Lokk yells out. Well, not yells, sorry. Lokk sort of gestures for everyone to follow us. In order to get out of here.
You're a frog.
Grung, but yeah, close enough.
You're a talking grung.
Yes. Anyway, we're a little busy now. Let's get back to that later.
And as a commoner passes, that's a talking grung.
And then you look at a normal commoner, it's like, that's a talking commoner. You're just easily surprised by things. I want to just
Are
go over
they-
and like peek at this door.
The door is open ajar, and you see piles of crates and stuff.
I gently push it open.
Okay. Oh man, I haven't been able
Trying to keep it
to.
calm.
Are the levers for the gate for the cells in the same position they were when the cells were locked?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Are the levers for the cell doors in the same position as they were when the cells were locked?
No, they are all lifted up and open.
Alright, I close all the cells.
Okay, so
After
you
everyone leaves.
flick
Yeah,
all,
after everyone's out.
as you flick all of them down, all the gates close with the commoners safely in tow.
Mhm.
I'm not going to move all the minis around just because it's going to be a pain in the butt, but get her off my mind. And Dr. Croaker.
I look back at the guys like, guys, there's gear in here. I think our gear might be here.
No problems at all. You find all your backpacks, all your weapons, blades, everything.
Yeah, loot. Woo!
And
What a pumpkin.
and everybody give me an investigation check, please.
Ooh. Natural 20.
That's a 9 for
18.
me.
12.
Okay, we'll start off with the guy first. Guy, you're able to pick up any weapon you desire that's in the standard items list. If you don't have to tell me, you can just do that. You can add one weapon of your choice to your sheet. Lokk. You notice the hilt of a sword. And you recognize this sword to be unlike any other, and you recognize it to be Drongo's rapier.
Wow.
I take it.
You take Drongo's rapier. And as you do, you realize something, you notice something. It was tucked next to a crate. Can you please roll me a 1d6?
Ooh. Crates are fun. It's a loot box. What we get?
The 4.
Or you find a pair of braces.
Like retainer card style one.
Coming practice it.
Can that be a real thing?
You find a pair of leather braces, wrist braces. Specifically, Elliot.
Oh, the wrist. Yes. Okay.
Oh, man.
In case
I'm
your
just
wrists are bent
thinking,
and shit,
if you-
it helps you get them back in
if you
line.
had the braces and they were like magical, it would just be on your teeth and let you speak any language. That would be
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. See, that's how it's done.
DM is contemplating. No,
Yeah. Just added to the
because then I gotta
dumbass items for later.
Really well versed with all the lore in the whole game, and I can't be fucked.
Yeah. Screw that. It's reading.
Cool.
Do I find my gear?
Everybody finds their gear.
Excellent.
The investigation role was to see what else you found
Mhm.
in this place, and Guy is able to find any weapon he so desires, and with that natural 20, Lokk found a very special item.
Phil would like to take kind of a piece of white cloth and kind of brush off kind of the dirt and grime scrapes from the different party members. Wow, it's really raining here. And he casts.
hear it.
Oh, you can hear it?
A little bit.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Some rain sound.
He casts third level aid, which basically everybody gets your maximum
Fun.
points increases by 10, and your hit point pool increases by 10. So you've got 10 hit points for the next 8 hours.
Ooh, 10 hit points.
Awesome.
Everyone?
You 3. I could only do up to 3.
Oh, okay.
So he's patching you 3 up.
Okay. Sick. Hey, I am the doctor here.
It's
You
okay.
steal
Even
my
the
job.
doctor needs tending to. I got you. Wait, you're a doctor? What
I-
kind of university did you go to?
What's a university?
Interesting.
Is it like
okay.
Is it something to do with the stars?
Oh, all right. Which way do we got to go? Do I know which way the guards come from?
Yes, you are well aware that the door which Guy is standing at is the one the guards have come from every time.
All right. While the group's getting ready to leave, I'm also going to set up alarm just across there so that I know mentally, quietly, when the guards come back.
Good idea. Nice. I'll move over to where the commoners are at the moment. I'll just mention it's like there's a armory over there. So if you have any gear that you think you have taken off, you go in there and grab something.
Some of them go through and go to grab various trinkets and items. They don't seem to be arming themselves with any weaponry, but yeah, they're mere common.
That filter.
You notice that Kilter was one of the members taken into the mines earlier.
Okay.
It just worked out that way.
Okay.
Well, that changes things, doesn't it?
That changes a lot.
So we're getting
find
out,
a way.
right?
Okay.
We're leaving?
Actually, does Lokk recognize Hilda's weapons? Would she know?
Okay, yeah, you know what? You find Hilter's warhammer, which she uses for smithing, and you notice a shield of hers.
Is it this one? This little hammer?
I will try and grab them and drag them along.
But you are not worthy. You cannot pick it up.
You leave them away. No worries at all. It's about... No.
I was waiting for it. I was like, they're here. What do you do? Run.
So which way?
Well, start checking the corridors.
Yeah.
Can I like listen to see what's on the other side of the door I'm standing in front of?
1 second.
Keyhole check, maybe?
Give me a perception check, please.
Oh, isn't that where the guards come in from? Is that the door?
14. I just want to listen, see if there's
You
anything.
hear some snoring. At least two people are definitely sleeping. Well, monstrosities are definitely sleeping.
There's no one directly behind me, is there?
In the corridor, no. Well, look, Theater of the Mind, the other captives are wherever.
I was just gonna like make a sign or whisper to keep it down. I think there's something down here sleeping.
Worries. Lokk, you explore the passageways. You see rubble and debris. Let me just bring up the map, make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, they look like partially dug tunnels that are not being dug at the moment.
Okay.
Doggy. And this corridor, I peek around the corner.
Oh, I picked up another spear, by the way.
No worries, you don't have to let me know. That's all good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've only got one Kensei weapon.
What does the Ken say? Stabby, 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 stab.
So you guys are exploring further?
Doing a corner peek for that area.
Okay.
I'm just keeping an eye on the door with the snoring.
Corridor. At least there we go. A corridor.
I may follow along behind when the last of the commoners passes me.
I'll just mention back. It's a really long corridor down there. I think there's a couple of side rooms too. I have no idea.
Give me a perception check, Dr. Croaker.
Perception, not the greatest. It is 9. Not great.
You can hear steel crashing on metal, but that's about it. You can't tell where, how much. You hear something, but you're not sure.
Do I put 2 and 2 together to say that it sounds like people who might be mining?
No, you
Okay.
like
Got it.
not with that
It-
roll.
Just noise. Gotcha.
Yeah, digging noise.
Are we like following where the commoners are going, or did they rush ahead and we're just lingering behind?
The theater of the mind, they're with you, as far back or as close as you want them to be. They're trying to be quiet.
As I'm like peeking around, and I head back over to over the guy, and I say like, do you think we should like barricade the door with like the boxes from that like the armory room or something, like, or do we have to head that way? What do you think?
Can I tell which way the door opens?
The hinges are towards you.
So it opens towards us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
All right.
Maybe
Or
we
can
should
do, like daisy chain a like blockade for the door, because I keep coming from that direction.
Yeah, but like, it could be a way through as well. Did anybody see where they went with the commoners that they took?
I mean,
it-
Guy, you had the best vantage point. You saw them go down the tunnel near in Lokk's direction. You don't know which way they went when they turned the corner.
I looked at Guy and say, "Oh, you had some people come into your cell when they were brought in. Do they know what's beyond those doors?"
Good question. Let's ask him.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up?
I have an idea,
Yeah.
and it's gonna require you to do some running.
Oh,
Sprinting.
okay. That's what I'm good at.
Phil starts doing stretches.
What's your idea?
Ah, I thought we were changing a map.
No, sorry, I'm just grabbing.
Filling out some of the map might be described, perhaps.
Well, everything's changed.
We
So
broke the flow.
he's broken.
No, I'm coming back.
So what's your plan?
Look,
For the world.
he's obviously tired.
And very cranky.
She's, she's worried about Hilta, and is just, you can see she's pretty dead on her feet at the moment.
Could I do a medicine check to maybe fix her up a little bit? Is there something that does that? I don't actually know.
It's all good.
Medicinal massage.
Lokk reaches into her backpack and pulls out a scroll of greater invisibility.
Ooh. That's the good shit. Was that from the chest that we had found like way back in like
Way back when,
episode 2? I think
Okay.
maybe 1.
Okay, so
I forgot about this.
Great. I love that you're using old stuff that you found from long ago. This is where we're going to stop for a bio break.
Mhm.
My dinner
Utensils already? Yeah.
arrived.
Wow, that is a
Calzone!
big calzone thing.
Heck yeah.
Jeez.
We're going to stop for about 20 minutes or so,
Mhm.
and then we're going to reconvene. Okay. As you begin to move through, you guys feel faint. I need a Constitution saving roll from everybody.
You mother.
Not great.
21.
24.
11.
Con save. There you are. 4. I have a point of
Hey.
exhaustion.
Dr. Croaker and Phil have a point of exhaustion.
Wait, why me?
I asked you to roll. Yeah, your sleep's been disturbed for a long time. You've been actually.
Got a 24.
I got a 24.
Oh, I thought you said 4.
No.
I did.
Dr. Croaker got 4. I got 24. Did I get 24?
Oh, everybody else saved.
You did. Yep, you got a 24.
Okay.
I confirm.
Thank you.
A 14
I'm
might be
all
more of a-
froggy.
Dr. Croaker, you realize it's been a long time since you've been able to submerge yourself in water.
Mm-hmm. Knew it.
You're feeling it.
I'm not feeling good.
Okay.
Mm-mm. All right, ability checks penalty.
What's everybody doing?
Making away.
Lock. Ah, he's ready.
Are we heading toward the
Yeah.
exit or trying to find Locke's friend?
Lock's doing something with Guy at the moment.
Oh.
I was going to. I've changed my mind.
Ah,
Yeah.
It's a good time to do it.
Invisibility. Cool.
Just for argument's sake, these two are going to represent the group of commoners.
Mm-hmm.
All right, easy peasy. I'll turn to the group of commoners and I'll ask them, did any of you remember coming down here the first time you came down here? Any passages, any details you can give us before we get out of here, like the direction you came from, that you entered this place?
One of them pipes up and says, "No, this place is pretty much just cavernous dead ends everywhere you go. The only way I know through would be stairwells," and sort of points towards the door where the ogres are. I think we came through there.
And where do you go if you need to go when they put you to labor? Is that a different direction or same way?
We just stayed down here.
When you go mining or whatever, that's the same place.
They nod.
All right. Well, what?
You got multiple nods.
Sorry, we had or here.
You get multiple nods.
Get. Okay, sorry.
Well, I can go take a look down the big corridor. If you guys want to, like, stay here and...
I'll point this out as you're asking this question. Did any of you see people that weren't imprisoned with you down here, like other groups that weren't a part of this group?
The Durgar usually watch over us, and the ogres put us out there to work.
Mhm.
But
Are there-
I don't know what you're asking.
So were there other members, other commoners like yourselves that may have been other groups that may have been locked up somewhere else?
They look at each other and they're like, "No, we're it."
We're just trying to narrow down so we don't end up running into a bunch of dead ends. That's all. Any inside, anything you guys can remember as alternate exits? We saw dwarven stuff. Is there maybe an old dwarven passage we could find? Or, I mean, anybody
And they
think
look
of
around and they think to themselves and sort of whisper amongst themselves and look back at you and say, "As far as we know, they're all dead ends. They don't even know what they're digging for. There's no good minerals down here. There's it's just rock."
And dwarf stuff, there's something down here, but we need to get out, so Do we force our way out
Well,
the
it's a-
front door, or find still hope for a mist?
Guy, are you running down the corridor?
I'll do like a quick look. If you guys want to stay back and watch the door.
Well, I have an
Yeah,
alarm
well-
if we want to move on, but if we're moving into a trap, we need to know that now.
Lokk watches the door.
I'd like to check over if there's a peephole in that door.
Give me an
This one.
investigation roll, please.
Investigation at disadvantage.
I assist with that investigation to make it a straight roll.
Okay, Elliot, what's the first roll?
Well, I rolled them both together, so I don't know which one's the first one.
What did you
Which is-
get?
I had a 6 and a 14. So do you want me to middle range that one to give you an answer? A 10 plus what I had?
What's your plus?
4, so it's 14.
You don't seem
If-
to find any cracks in the door worthy of peeking through.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Guy,
Alright. Well, how about we just check some of the ground floor quickly, see what's around there, and then maybe we'll see what's available to us.
Also, I want to throw out there that I got this inspiration from somewhere else, and that is if you want to stealth, you say that you're stealthy, and then when it comes time to determine how stealthy you are, that's when we roll. So, for example, say you want to be stealthy and there's an enemy creature. It gets to a certain point where, okay, now is the time where you would get caught if you're not stealthy enough. So roll and they will roll. Contest
Yeah. Okay, yep.
rather than
So,
roll first and then, oh, well, I got a 21. I feel real stealthy. I'm going to move through everywhere.
yeah, I like that.
Yep.
That's good.
Does it make sense to everybody else?
Yes. Yeah, it's applied for when it's important, and you see how good it is when the event actually occurs.
Yes.
Alright, well, I
Alright.
am going to stealth.
Niniki.
I'd like to do this quietly. And sort of.
And as well as he's doing that, I'm gonna direct the peoples to try and like hide, just kind of like hide in here for now. So if the guards do come around the corner, they don't see a pile of people and just like herd them back in down here. So I want them to.
There's
go in
quite
here.
a number of them. So you realize they're not all going to
All
fit
there
in that
and there?
space. But
There
yeah,
and there?
They divide up where they can.
Mhm.
Give me a moment. Oh, and that happened. Okay. It is what it is, and it is landed as such.
Okay.
Okay. Guy is being
A
stealthy.
torch hopper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up, hopping on torches.
I'm just gonna stand near the hallway. Oh, I'm on a torch again. That wasn't even intended.
You can press Shift and the WASD to just move one square at a time.
Alright.
Okay, you get to here.
Yep.
And
What do your human eyes see?
My brand.
Your brand.
Okay. What are my ears telling me at this point?
give
Do I hear
me a perception check, please.
Hey, 25.
Okay, with that perception check, you hear the clanking of what you can determine to be pickaxes. You think you hear about 3 of them, which makes sense because that's how many the ogres took away earlier. And you hear a couple voices. You can't make out the language though.
don't suppose I could make out which direction.
I mean, you get the sense that it's coming from. Wrong ruler. Wrong lever!
Well,
Coming
we
from
have a
this
compass on our screen, so you could say the North Passage.
Oh, right. North and west. I forgot about that compass. Thank you.
North and west.
Yes.
Oh, you can move the compass. Neat.
Well, when you move your screen, the compass rotates with it.
But you can actually pivot it to the
Oh,
middle.
you
of the
can
screen.
drag it
actually
around.
slide
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so... And it all silent down the east?
To
The
your
south is-
south and behind you is, I mean, you hear behind you, you hear the very soft murmurs of the party you're with. To your south, you don't hear anything.
Okay. South, I'm just going to take a quick look around this corner.
No worries.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move up here. And am I exposed there? Nope. I don't know, I'll just check the corners and stuff. Make sure there isn't anything.
You're going to, sorry, make sure I got you. Okay, so you're going to peer around the corner up the northern way.
Yep.
Okay.
I am just holding at this intersection only, just to see which direction he might come from.
Yep.
In case he needs a hand.
You see there's a couple of Durga. You see Homina, Hilta, and they're both mining.
Are they supposed to be on screen or?
Can you see up the northern passage?
I can see the passage, but I can't see anyone.
So you can't see anybody down this hard corridor.
No, line of
I think
sight.
you'd have to move like one more step forward, and I think it'll turn on.
There. One,
There
two.
we go. Yep.
You can see it all now?
Oh, they disappeared when I moved back.
It's perfect line of sight. So only when he
Yeah,
shows up,
yeah.
then he can see. They pop up. So
And
Yep,
this
I
guy's
can see it now.
facing that way. Roll me a stealth check with advantage, please.
Oh. 22.
nice.
You feel like you've remained perfectly hidden.
Okay. I think I'll go back and tell the others.
I mean, hello. Throw a torch at him. Ah!
Screams.
Stealth broken.
Alright, I'm gonna say I think I found one of the commoners. I'm sure
Right.
the others aren't that far.
Are the
If we
ogres
can-
with him too?
I didn't see the ogres, did I?
Probably
You
nearby though.
saw what looked like Durga.
Yeah.
Give me a history check, please. I'll actually determine whether you know what they are or not.
Who?
Okay, 17.
Yes, so you are familiar. These Durgas seem to be underground grey dwarves.
The Duragar. Right. Okay. Yep.
And they, you know that they dwell in the cities of the Underdark. And they work tirelessly to expand the subterranean kingdom.
Do I also know what a Duragar is?
Give me a history check as well. He's explaining this to a little bit, but yeah, give me a history check. At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, I got a 19 and a 20, so I rolled very well.
You're very familiar with
23.
Durga are.
Are they undead?
No.
Okay. Oh, something else then. Yeah, but the Grey Dwarves I remember hearing. Duragar. All right.
You know that they have incredible physical stamina and mental fortitude.
Mhm.
You know that their mind is pretty strong, and they have ability to sort of shrug off charms and illusions and other spells.
Mm-hmm.
They were born in the darkness. And yeah, it's about most of. I mean, you know that all of them, even the females, are typically bald and have ashen gray skin. They wear drab clothing, designed to blend in with stone, along with simple jewelry that reflects their um, demeanor.
Personality.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say to Dr. Croaker, if we, I think we need to, gather these people before we leave this place, which may, or almost definitely is going to result in us fighting to free them. We'll need the others, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll be able to get rid of. Well, I'm not sure we'll be able to get the current ones we have to safety before we get the next ones. Yeah. Looks like the only way out is through that door where the other ones are. So yeah, all right. I'll skitter over here to get the other two. So I'll beckon to Lokk and Phil.
I just want to read a little bit of description, which I almost missed before. And there's several rough-hewn mine tunnels. Tunnels coverage near this spot. Shored up by old timbers, patches of weird fungus and lichen cling to the walls in places. Soft breeze moans through the passageway. That's all I need.
Ah. Now I don't know if that was just the thematic or not, but can we follow the direction of that breeze?
Or do we know which direction the air is fresher?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not so foul down this one. Always follow your nose.
Unintentional description aids escape.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I really want to get a clarification on this one. Was it literally just description, or does it actually lead the way out?
Well, you wouldn't know. You weren't there.
But you described it.
Yeah, I did. To Guy.
Good point.
I got distracted by the word lichen and thought werewolves. So
Yeah. Well, do we feel a breeze in this spot?
It's.
Oh, excuse me.
Everybody
So-
give me a perception check.
So sorry, is the description you're telling me like down here?
It's to do with
Or like all of these as
the
well.
passageways in this area.
Okay. So Dr. Croaker was like here anyway.
What was your perception check, Elliot?
No.
Give me a perception check, Guy.
$24.
Ooh.
Now
19.
18.
All
You
right.
feel this breeze, and you feel like it comes in a direction northwest.
Is that right? So where I saw the Durga.
You're not
In that direction.
in that direction, but you're not entirely sure without seeing further into the location.
Yeah. I'll relay that information. Or is that something I just noticed now?
No, it's you can relay that information. That's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
then-
it could be way out.
So it sounds like there might be a way actually out that way. If there's wind, there's a way to the surface. we might be able to find our way out that way.
Hopefully. We also don't
well-
really know how deep underground we are, do we?
Also-
You roughly feel like you're a story at most below
Okay.
ground. You feel that the temple you were in sits just above your head. By how much, you're not entirely sure, but you know you're not deep underground.
Right.
Well, there's more of us than there are of them. Hopefully, we could just, I don't know, rush them to get out. I don't know if we can sneak out. We might be able to sneak to them, but I'm not sure we'll be able to sneak out. Do you want to see if we can get closer to maybe finding that exit? I'm addressing Guy.
Yeah.
Well, we may as well start something. Let's
Yeah.
have a look.
Yeah, just sitting around's not going to help us.
Mhm.
We'll give it a shot, see how it goes. I just am concerned with how tired everyone is.
Well, we're not going to get less tired.
True. Clee. All right. All right. Well, let's go see if we can help these.
All right.
three.
All right, so shall we bring the whole group with us, like everyone, or just us four and have we'll just have the two groups just kind of like hold back at a different intersection until we can like call them forward.
I think leave the commoners where they are for now. I don't think that. Well, I think that if they wanted to kill them, they would be dead already. They obviously need them because they're not going to do the work themselves. I think the worst
treat
is
them really
going to
well. We're gonna
happen.
catch them.
Yeah, but I think the worst thing. Well, I mean, I fought one of them and they didn't kill me. So I think the worst that's going to happen is they're going to end up back in their cells. In which case, we can just get them out again.
Because they don't know how we got out.
Exactly.
Hopefully, they won't ask. Oh, they will ask. All right. Well, let's grouping and heading towards where you found those guys, and maybe see if we can find a other passageway or nearby there. That's my plan to you.
Yep. I will urge everyone to try and be quiet.
As quiet as possible.
Hopefully, we can sneak up on them and take them by surprise.
I would like to throw out there that I've done everything very mechanically, dice rolls, etc., and stuff like that. I do want to throw out there that I am willing to go with a little bit of theater of the mind, and role play actions and consequences, a little more than just, okay, this happens, roll the die, roll the die, roll the die. Which has been my method in the past.
I'm okay with that.
So going by allowing a little bit more space for the rule of cool,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be very stringent and strict on the rule of cool. So
Yeah.
Proceed.
Proceed.
All right. Is
Phil coming?
Phil coming? Yeah.
Okay, I want to try something stupid. Nothing's going to come of it. Phil's going to
Say that now,
stand
but I
there
don't believe
and
you.
kind of look at the door, and he's going to draw a bit of energy out of him and focus. And he's going to cast message, but he's also going to spend a sorcery point to cast it as a settle spell. So he doesn't actually send a message, but he does curiously wait to see if the sleeping person mutters something in their sleep.
Interesting. So I mean,
So I'm casting message without sending a message, but
you're essentially trying to detect thought.
yeah, in a clever
Trying
sort of
to
way.
read minds.
But it costs a sorcery point, so it's not unlimited.
Rule of cool. Rule of cool.
Perfect
so
example.
you're sending
Just
and
kidding.
then settle?
And what?
subtle.
Or subtle?
So it's a sorcery
yeah.
point of subtle spells, so you don't actually have to verbally say the spell.
Yep.
Ah, I see.
But but doesn't message require you to speak something in order to get a message back?
And that's DM discretion, is because I'm trying to see if I can cast it without sending a message, letting that expire, and see does a spell fail, or does it send nothing and gets a response anyway?
So you're just trying to see if there's a recipient.
Yeah.
So you attempt, you see this purple energy harmonize around your fingers as you try to cast this spell. The energy fizzes out, and you know that the spell did not work, but you did not waste a spell slot or a sorcery.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Kind of
DM's way of saying no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No, it's good though. I appreciate that.
Well,
It was worth a
Yeah.
try.
yeah. I like it. That is very cool, but there are specific spells and abilities designed to telepathically listen into creatures.
True.
And-
The flip
yeah.
side was if he muttered something in his sleep, he's whispering back. So I didn't know. I'm not actually detecting thoughts. He has to whisper it back. And if he's actually snoring and not whispering, I wouldn't hear anything anyway. So,
He is just snoring.
yeah. So, but if the spell doesn't take effect, I'm okay with that too, because now I know for the future.
Spell does not take.
Gotcha.
I love the try though.
Then back to the group
Back to the game. Let's do this.
stealthily.
I'll just be like, oh, okay, you guys, wait, where's Phil?
I thought he was with you.
So the commoners are like, we stay here, right?
I suppose we should ask if Phil's okay with
Went
doing
this
this.
way, right?
Oh, is it time for us to go?
Oh, sorry. I just joining the others. What's the plan?
Phil, you coming?
Wait.
Commoner
What?
looks at you, like shrugs, like I don't know.
All right.
We just wait here.
We won't be long.
And
Hang-
like,
hang
it's like, I'll just say
Sit
say
there.
in their direction that yeah. Mwah.
We'll be right back.
Well, I mean, as far
oh,
as
hey.
we know, Phil's just like another commoner, right?
True.
But he had some magic that seemed like useful, so it's like, yeah, well, utilize what we have.
Wow.
I'll address the true groups. It's like we might be able to find an exit down this way, but we might have to clear it out first. So stay here. But if the ogres show up here, just head down the hallway and try and head for us. We'll keep an ear out for you if you come. But we'll hopefully return for you very soon.
Will
Hey.
Denthar give you a solemn nod and say, "All right, lad, we'll wait for your signal."
What's the signal? I think it's against me. Yes.
Hard ass motherfucker.
Excellent. All right, let's go do this shit. All right, we're sneaking.
Yeah.
Guy, lead the way.
But
Stealth. Everyone stealth.
Mhm.
And we'll go this way this time.
well, it's up to.
Okay.
No, everyone stealth.
You will
Everybody's-
stealth for God's sake.
Guys, take command now.
Command
Welcome
stealth.
to the Iron Fist.
Everybody's being as quiet as possible.
Mhm.
Let me just change things around.
Maybe we should try and flank him. Like attack from two
Oh,
different
it
sides.
came out of nowhere. Like
Surprise. Is it over to that way? Like I gesture like northwestish.
Yeah, so at the end of this corridor, down the right, there's one of the commoners mining the wall or something. And I think that if I go down this path that I like sort of point down, we can come to the same corridor. So if we want to make two groups and
I'll just stick with you, guy, for now. Head this way.
no,
Bill, give me a stealth check, please.
I use my second luck point for that. That's better. That's a 15.
Oh, you got a fancy dice.
No worries. All right, cool. You feel pretty stealthy. Like you don't seem to be detected.
Are there guards nearby?
You detect you see there's a guard right here.
Mhm.
And you saw down the corridor that there was another guard here.
Are we able to see what's here?
Yes. Okay.
Which where?
I'll reveal it in a second.
Maybe here, depending.
Actually, I don't need that one.
Corridor.
Looks like you see rubble piled at the end of the corridor. It looks like another dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Guy, are you going around that corner?
Yeah.
Okay. So you become aware that there's a commoner in there mining, and there's a Durga just sort of not really paying attention, but not looking your way either. Just overlooking the commoner as they continue to mine.
Assassinate.
Okay.
Kill them. Embrace the inner beast.
Oof. This is gonna be a tricky one.
Well, we could do like a coordinated attack if you tell me, because I don't know what's going around the corner. I can hear noises, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I might make like a.
Three.
I don't want to whisper it. Like I'll make like a hand gesture.
Give me a performance check.
Is it fabulous?
Yep.
It's
Wow.
awful.
So this is what you get.
No idea.
You just get this, and then
Wacky wavelet. I'm like
I'll try and sculpt the image of a Durga.
slowly doing the head tilt, but because I have a bit
And then,
more
like-
less to see my neck, I'm just kind of going a little further.
I'll do this, not that, to show it. I'll just say eyes.
Uh huh. There's a squid.
At the end of the day,
And then like that. Like, yeah, let's do it.
It's just like
you recognize the thumbs up, and so you're like, "Zang." That you don't know what he's talking about or what he wants to do.
Not a clue. It's just like, it was a good impersonation of octopus, right? Yeah, that was great.
I messaged Dr.
No, I'm
Croaker.
not
What are we
hungry.
doing?
Thanks. All right, well, you jump at him or something. Or what's happening?
I think I'm gonna attack him.
I'm
Maybe you can just
messaging.
like purposely try and like smother him or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like either crack him over the head or grab my spear and like choke him out.
Okay, so you want to sneak up on him and you want to attempt to choke him out?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab my spear and like bring it.
Okay, I'm gonna let this happen, but we need a roll.
Technically, they don't know that there's a combat yet, so
Well,
No,
that's
exactly.
why. That's why Phil is trying to message Croaker to ask what's going on, because with message only Dr. Croaker can hear, and only Phil can hear the response. So there's no risk of
okay.
guards hearing him.
What is the message?
What's going on? What
20
are we
words,
doing?
isn't it?
I think that's sending. Message kind of
Okay.
works the
Or is
same
it-
way, just a limited. I don't see a
Time.
word limit on message though. Although it's an action, so I guess whatever you can say in 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Yeah, okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to give this. It's just going to be based purely on an attack roll. And let me just check their AC.
This is where everything starts crumbling for me.
Like most good D&D
Definitely.
games, it's
The
always the
deadly
first
trap.
thing that goes wrong.
Okay. I know the DC now.
Mhm.
Please give me an attack roll.
Does he have a sneak
Successfully
advantage?
subdue the target.
Is it sneak attack because advantage? Because it's a sneak attack?
It's
Is that?
a
I haven't even seen the
natural-
numbers.
It's a natural 1.
Oh no!
And you
Well,
stumble and scrape the wall, and the Durga gets alarmed, and he
Like my spear's too big to fit down the corridor.
It turns out it's like a halberd-looking
Oh,
thing
no.
with pong into the doorway.
he yells something in undercommon. No, does anybody understand undercommon?
Oh yes, I don't.
No.
Nope.
I almost did, but no.
Great. I don't have to explain anything. You hear
sake.
yelling. I need and everybody to roll initiative as these guards start rushing.
I respond to Phil. Guy done fucked up.
21.
I love it how the message was to Dr. Croaker, who didn't understand what Guy was trying to do.
Yeah. I think you think you saw a squid and he fucked up. Is it disadvantage for?
No, not for initiative. No.
Okay, then it is a 20.
Oh, nice roll. Lokk, it is on you.
So all I've heard is a commotion.
Yes.
A low commotion.
You heard the undercommon yelling, and it solicited a response from the other enemy units. We'll say, I don't know how to describe.
And I'm aware
Some
there's
guards.
a guard right near the corner here with us.
You heard him run away from you. They
Uh-oh.
repositioned themselves before that combat started. So that guard moved away from you.
Is that
Uh-oh.
Durga B?
Yes. Durga B.
Durga B, I shoot a ray of frost.
Okay, give me an attack roll, please.
25 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Uh, 14.
14 damage. Is there anything special about that skill, like it slows them down or anything?
Yep, its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Cool. What else are you doing?
I'm going to see if I don't need to attune. And I'm gonna put the... Can I put the braces on as a bonus action?
I would say that would require a full action, and it would actually require multiple actions because there's lacing that would need to be tied up on those.
Fair enough. I
Great.
run up to Durga.
Was that
2, 3,
you? How far did you run?
6, 30 feet.
25,
You can
30,
run
yep.
30 feet.
I can run 25, sorry.
No.
I was
Oh,
there.
most.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. Is there anything else
That's
for
my
bonus?
turn.
Okay, Dr. Croaker, it's on you.
It is on me. I'm going to use my thingamajig. No, I'm just gonna all classic at the moment. All right, I pull out my crossbow, and I shoot at Durga B. I'm just
Go
gonna
for it.
roll all the things, and I am covering it with some slime to make it evil. I'm rolling all the dice. Okay, there might be a hit. Looks like a hit. It is a 17.
17 hits.
Excellent. That is Now, let me quickly check this one. It was DC 12 con save.
They fail.
Okay, so 6 damage plus 3 damage.
So 9 total.
9 total damage. Is not poisoned. I have to make certain that's clear. When you're shot with poison stuff, it isn't poisoned. It is only when it's touched.
So just a little bit of extra damage.
Yes, it becomes extra damage, not a condition.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yes, I'm just going to keep to the corner for now. I'll let Guy take care of whatever he did.
You turn back around the corner. Durga A sees Guy coming, and he spins around, and he actually knocks your spear out the way with his shield, and just grunts something as he raises his war pick. Actually, this is interesting.
Well, don't just pick on our guy because he's there. She's there.
Yeah. What is this bullshit?
This Durga. Where is it? 4 increases in size as it enlarges. I think
What?
enlarge is an action.
Damn.
Grows the size larger?
Yep.
Jeez.
And that is its turn. Phil is on you.
Wait, so because they're dwarves, does that make him my size
Durga.
now?
He's now people size.
Let's see. It should have a size.
Although I
still
suppose
medium.
we're all small, right? So now he's.
Doesn't actually say. It's medium, so it would go to large, and large is bigger than you. You guys are all medium humanoids.
Yeah. He's just like a tall guy, but buff.
Oh, he's super buff.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, it's on you.
Yeah, he notices that Lokk just runs off. It's like, oh, we're doing this now, and he's kind of running behind, looking. He just sees this one Durger kind of down in the distance, does he?
Yep.
He's like, Enciendo, and he casts Firebolt at it. 13 to hit.
It swings wide and goes past the commoners down the corridor, and they've turned around and they're crouching down, just watching what's happening.
Flapjacks, and it kind of gets up to Lokk, and it's like, all right, here we go, and kind of.
What's your movement speed?
Oh, that's right. Hold on. 5,
25 is
10.
no, 25 is corner.
Yeah. So
can
that's
get-
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Wait,
Because
Five.
corners are 25, so I started
5.
here.
10, 15, 20, 25.
So from here, I did
you can get to here.
1, because that's a diagonal.
He's
Oh.
doing that.
2, that doesn't work that way?
1 to here. Hold on, let me get the better ruler.
Oh, so you can't count the...
So you can't count
The diagonal
diagonals as
on
one step across?
Like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't cut the corner. You can't go diagonal. You can't go from that space to this space.
I can't
You
make
need
like
to
a
cut-
beeline
can't cut a wall
over
corner.
to...
Yes. You can't cut through that wall. So you need to come out 1, which is 5 foot.
Okay.
And you cut diagonal,
Yeah,
which
I
is
see.
10.
The wall is
15,
what's
25.
perfect. 5. Okay, no, that's perfect. I wasn't aware.
No, you're cool.
Yeah, he cool.
All right, is that your turn?
Let me check one more thing, just in case. Because I haven't had... Yeah, no, that'll be it.
No worries. Guy, you you're looking at this smaller creature that you missed with your spear as it grows enormously in size and now towers well over you. It's your turn.
Okay. I am going to thrust one-handed with my spear and be like, doesn't matter how big you are, you're still gonna die. As 18.
18 hits.
Below the belt.
Hey, 12 piercing,
Mm,
maximum damage.
Nice.
Maximus.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Ring that bell right in his bells. Oy.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a maneuver on that one. And actually, no, I'm not. There's none that work there. Flurry of blows
Go for
will
it.
be my next one. 19's the first one, and 11's the next one. So just one hits.
Yes. Roll damage.
Maximum damage 8, bludgeoning.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else? That's it.
Think about action surge, but yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. Durgar B, all of a sudden, when I click the right fucking thing, turns invisible. And you don't know where it.
Have I heard any footsteps to indicate that it may have moved, or it's just turned invisible?
You have heard footsteps, you don't know what direction.
Mm.
Okay. Durgar C's turn. And from where it's standing, it sees Guy and its friend, and it rushes up to you, Guy, and it's going to do an attack with its warpick.
Yeah,
That is an unnatural 20 to hit.
Oof.
that one hits.
And you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Don't forget you have the 10
Temp health. Yep,
yeah, 10 temp.
that goes first, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you apply damage, it automatically reduces it.
Oh, okay.
It
So you can
reduces
attack-
it reduces the temp health, but
Yes.
the max is still above 10 above, so you can always be healed back up to, so you can get this temp health back.
Nice.
Right.
Sick. That is helpful.
Okay, Lokk, it is on you.
I want to try and see if I can track down the invisible.
It will cost your action.
Do you have an AoE spell? Or cantrip?
I don't, but I'm going to, try and keep track of where it is and chase after it.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
$17.
Oh.
Okay, you detect its run down the corridor in this direction.
I will chase after it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can stand probably there because you determine it's roughly in that space.
Alright,
Did you have fairy fire? Or was that someone else?
I do, but I don't have any spell slots left.
Oh, rip.
Because I have not been able to rest. I yell out on. So I see Guy, I assume.
Yes.
And I yell out, "There's an invisible one." That's all I can do.
Okay, Dr. Croaker.
I see that Duga C and Lokk has mentioned that. I come around the corner. I quickly wrench something out of my bag.
Yep.
And I slap it onto my crossbow. And I call out to Lokk and say, "Duck." And I use the scroll of fire arrows.
Please read out Scroll of Fire.
I don't know what it is because you told me I picked it up a long time ago. Oh, wait, here it is. I do have it. Not sure if this is actually it or just like a scroll that I've had to just rename. Spell scroll bears was a single spell written in mystical cipher. Blah 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 blah. It spells on its class's spell list. You gave this is a scroll we found ages ago.
You touch
And
a
I never knew what it was.
containing arrows or bolts. When a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an extra 1d6 fire damage. Spell magic ends on the piece of ammunition when it hits or misses, and the spell ends when 12 pieces of ammunition have been drawn from the quiver for 1 hour.
So you have
Alright,
12
well-
blessed arrows.
Okay, in this case,
Bolts.
I've like slapped the scroll onto it and it's ignited that, and also my my quiver is now glowing. And consider Lokk was running towards me, pointing in my direction. There was an invisible person. I'm assuming this is going to be disadvantage anyway, but I'm assuming it's somewhere within this line.
Yep.
So I fire in that line.
Roll attack with disadvantage.
Can I poison it as well? Was that just too many things? I don't know. Did you shake your head?
I'm trying to.
If you draw it across your skin, you're poisoning it at the same time as drawing it.
I'm burning myself. I don't know.
Spicy poison.
It's magic, but it doesn't say anything about the thing being a light. It just says that they take damage.
Mhm. Well, I don't get set on fire because my quiver doesn't get set on fire, so...
Correct. You can rub it on your skin.
Yay! It's probably going to miss anyway, but I have to try it regardless. Let's do this. Hey, not great! It is a awful shot. It is a 5. Nope.
An arrow lets loose into the wall is a
Question.
Mhm.
That I probably should have asked earlier. The movement speed for that creature was 10 feet less. Would I not have caught up with them?
I totally forgot that creature
That
has
is-
10
that
feet
is true.
less space. In which case,
Rewind the board.
Sorry.
no, you're fine. It still would have been an attack disadvantage. But
Yeah.
You're right next to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
Oh, to the start of but now that speed loss has worn off since it was for your one turn.
Yes. So now they can move their
Cool.
regular movement.
Cool.
All right. Well, I fired. It's just like it's not there.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can really do. But at least I have a quiver of fire arrows now, which is pretty neat.
Okay. This big, massive Durga is going to take a swing at Guy. This Durga fills the space up to near the ceiling. It's right at the cusp of the ceiling. And it rolls to hit. It is a 15 to hit. You're muted.
Does that thing
That's
even
a
have room
miss.
to move?
This, it has just enough room to move.
Okay.
Increase in size. It double. If the Durga lacks room to become large, it attains the maximum size possible in the space available.
Cool.
As this war pick slams into the rock next to you, chunks just fly past your head. Phil, it is on you.
He's just get to Phil. There we go. He's just huffing and puffing, trying to catch up. 5. Oh, damn camera. 10, 15, 20, 25. So, you guys do this often? And I'm just falling apart here. And he cast mirror image. And
We come here often.
hold his ground.
Cool. Guy, it's on you.
Yep, another spear strike straight at the big one.
Go for it.
Spear. Ooh. Ooh, that was close.
That is-
Unnatural 20.
A dirty.
Nice.
That's 9 piercing.
Okay, as you sink your spear in, this Durga collapses and with a big thud to the ground and then retains back to its original shape.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn to this bozo. C. I'll probably move up here and be like, "You're next," and Floria blows him.
Go for it.
Do some skra.
He might not be next. That's a 15.
You miss,
That was nice.
It's another 15.
Oh,
that misses as well.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, it is Durga B's turn. I need Lokk and Phil to give me attacks of opportunity at disadvantage.
What do you add for attack of opportunity?
It's a normal attack. Like if you've
Okay.
got a melee weapon
Unarmed.
of any or unarmed strike. Yeah.
I'll unarmed strike. Because at disadvantage, that is 23 to hit.
oh wow.
Okay, so Phil misses, but you swing wild and you manage to connect. Roll damage, please.
I think it only takes 2 damage.
Oh, unarmed
Okay.
strike, yeah, probably flat too.
Okay, it takes 2 damage as it's
Dude,
Yeah.
chop!
you feel a connect.
Did that break it? Oh, did he have to roll concentration for invisibility?
Yes. They succeed, but I also need attack with disadvantage will.
Oh, is he going for
This is
Croaker?
it.
Sentinel him. Get him.
Yeah, that's disadvantage. You said.
Come on, 16 or above.
Fuck, it's a 15.
Ah.
You whiff at the air as you feel movement go past you. Okay.
Give me also.
That is Durga B's turn. Durga C is right next to Guy. It's going to swing. And that is a 9 to hit, so it misses.
Yep.
And Lokk, we're back to you.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna run in the
Bye.
I gather the direction because I saw Guy swing. Right? Like I know which way it was running.
You have a rough idea.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will need to
hit
check
you.
something. I was gonna.
Durga B is going to get an attack. Sorry, Durga C is going to get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
And he swings and whiffs the air as well.
I will. I will pull out a vial of ink
Yes.
and spray it in the air, like in front of me, to see if I can hit the invisible.
So you're aiming down the
So,
oh,
kind of. It'd be more like throwing the ink. Yeah. Wide.
okay, give me an attack roll with disadvantage, please.
$16.
Ooh. Is that a hit?
Misses and reveals nothing.
Oh, damn it.
So throwing ink in front of me, and it just hits the floor.
It hits the wall at the end of the room.
So he's not. Okay.
Either way, you
Yeah.
you do not detect anything. Is there anything else with your bonus action?
That's all I can do, I guess.
Okay, Dr. Croaker, it's on you.
So
But
we
alright.
don't know.
All right, with what my understanding is, well, Croker's understanding, he's moved away just in case he might hit him and might find out where he is. But if he doesn't, as he moves it around, he's just going to kind of do a loop and then fire arrows.
So you're trying to shoot towards where you saw him previously. Give me an attack with disadvantage, please.
All right. I'll try and cover it all with all the things again, because I want to.
No worries.
Ooh. That's a 10. I think that's only a 13 is my hit.
The arrow hits the wall again and embeds in the stone. You don't seem to have hit anything.
That's soft stone.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing?
That's all I can really do. I'm trying to hit an invisible thing and trying to figure out where it is. So, not much else I can do.
Bill, it is on you.
All right, I'll find this fucker, and I'm going to spend my action to look for him. And the way I'm doing it is I'm casting dancing lights and having the 4 orbs kind of side by side and kind of going down the hall. They can be up to 120 feet away from me. So first off, I'm getting them. You can. So I've got them like right in front of me, kind of side by side, and then as a bonus action, I can move the lights up to 60 feet in a new spot. So I move them 60 feet down the hallway as I'm looking for this guy.
Okay. Give me a...
That is cool, man.
I love this response. Either the dancing lights can move through solid objects, or they can't. Yeah. Give me a perception check. Just a flat perception.
Perception.
No advantage.
Ooh, that's a 19.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. I can...
Just when he took a bite.
Yep.
So, these lights pass down through the hallway, and you see them obstructed by Lokk, by Guy, by the Durga, and they make it all the way, and they press up against the wall. But you do not find this other hidden Durga.
Okay. So it could be down the sides then. That's my action.
Cool.
That
That
was
was
a
cool.
really good idea.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I like trying.
I like that.
You.
I really enjoyed that too. Thank you, guys. You.
Yeah, just stabbing at him again with the spear.
Go for it.
22 to hit.
That hits.
It's like you're taking a page out of Drongo's book and now just stabbing.
9 piercing.
Cool. What else are you doing?
And then I'm going to unarmed strike. Just single. There's my bonus. Which is a 21 to hit.
And that hits.
And that's 7 bludgeoning.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay. Is the Durga's turn. Can't roll for shit. Durga C rolls a 10 to swing at Guy with his war pick and misses. Lokk, we're back to you. Lokk, we're back to you.
Yeah. So I have seen Dr. Croaker aim in that direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Be great if you had a construct, just as flames somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a shame, though.
1,
Oh, I have one more sleep powder then. I need to get that back.
2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5.
No, I can't remember if I used my martial arts, though.
Don't recall you saying it.
Yeah, don't recall you saying either.
Video rep, check the feed.
Did not say
No,
it.
Safe.
it's for my flurry of blows, but I think I only did the one.
Yeah, that sounds
Right,
about right.
because the next time you just did the unarmed strike. I remember that one.
I can't see that this is a dead end, can I?
Not from that angle, no.
Alright, I shoot a ray of frost in, like, that direction.
Roll an attack with disadvantage.
14 and a 17, but what?
It's disadvantage, so the 14 sticks.
Plus.
I know. I just need to see what my. So it'd be a dirty 20. This is +6.
Nice.
Ah, that hits.
Oh no, he succeeded.
Time has changed.
We've done a ripple effect
13.
of 2 timelines going on now.
They had one strand of hair left on their head.
Oh, they were on 1 HP?
Oh my god.
Oh
Like-
man, so my sleep powder would have immediately worked on him then.
You got an
Yeah.
attack with disadvantage and you hit unarmed and you did 2 damage. It was on 3 and brought it to 1.
Oh.
Wow, you almost downed it.
I should have just used something other than friggin' unarmed attack on it.
Actually, to be fair, like
This
the
was
next
thematic.
turn, depending on where you ran, I would have sleep powdered like there. And I
Yeah.
probably would have found him, considering I had to give 1 HP to get him, and I would have got him.
Anyway,
Yay! How natural was that?
Sorcerer, it's on you. I'm so disappointed.
Why? Because we finally succeeded.
No, because he's just spent the last half an hour going, look at these bumbling idiots.
No, but like,
Who's the wrinkly brain now, huh?
Smooth like a chicken cutlet.
we don't know. Like, it's hard when you mulligan so much action and replay. So I don't know if it happened according to plan or it didn't happen according to plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not as clear cut as the dice dictated this, the dice dictated that. We had to reverse and rerun a whole decision tree, and that
Yeah.
tree changes with each branch and the way it goes based on, Anyway, Dr. Croaker, it's on you.
Well, if that one's down, I'll call. Were there any more?
There's the one. Sorry, did I not? Yeah, there's one standing next to Guy.
Ah, okay, yes. In this case, I get a beat on it, and I roll all the things at him. This time without disadvantage. And this will probably hit with a 16.
I want to give him partial cover because of Will standing in the way. But that hits. That hits.
I was about to say. Alright, well, he takes a decent amount of damage. Considering my fire arrow finally does the thing. So, that's 8 damage plus 5 fire damage
It's dead.
plus 7 poison. I smacked him. Get down. Sit down and shut your face. Well done, team. We did it.
Okay. That takedown is a great place to end this session. Lokk, we're back to you.
So, I'm very tired. I'm very cranky. I will take out my frustrations on
one you can
Durga
see.
C. And I'm just gonna like run and spear tackle him, hopefully into the wall.
Go for it.
Is that just a unarmed attack roll?
Give me a grapple. Because it's going to be contested.
Okay.
Okay, can I use no, I don't think I could do this fairly. Never mind.
Do I add strength to grapple?
It's an athletics check.
Ah, excellent. Okay. Dirty 20.
Neat.
Okay, you smash this Durga into the wall. Roll damage, unarmed strike.
It's just 2 damage.
And it's going to be doubled because they hit the wall behind him.
Neat. 4 damage.
Durga C takes 4 damage. And you're moved up there, and they take hit. Anything else?
Are they prone?
No, they're not prone. You shove them into the wall behind you. They're still standing. If they rolled a natural 1, I would have done it.
Okay.
But they rolled really well, but you just beat them.
In which case, I will finish my turn there.
Cool. Dr. Croaker, it's on you.
Did we have a Durga B do anything? We don't know. Okay. Something's happening. All right. Considering... All right. Croaker's going to go with his gut. He's going to rush over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep.
And he's going to drop a sleeper bomb. So I'm doing a snooze powder bomb. 20 feet.
Okay, let me just draw that out. Are you throwing it around the corner, or?
Actually, yeah.
Because I would say you'd be able to reach.
I'm trying to get a broad area that could be this zone.
Go for it. It's a 20-foot radius, correct?
Yeah. So it's 5. No.
4.
4.
Because they're 5-foot squares, so it'll be 4.
Like
radius.
there.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this works. I
All right.
really do hope. Either way, I think it's a good idea. All right.
I do too.
It was 5d8. Let's see how we go. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Is 20 enough?
Oof. It fills the space. You cough, you splutter a bit. You don't notice anything happen. You don't hear any sounds of falling people.
It's worth a shot.
Any bonus actions?
Burger actions. I don't believe I have anything worth bonusing at the moment. I do not.
Okay. Phil, we're on you.
Oh, okay.
Not in that range. Probably was.
Well, she's got the guy slammed, so I just go up and whack him. Hit him with my mace.
Go for it.
That's a 6.
You swing and a miss. Because you're not sure how to use a mace.
Yeah, no, that's and after that I'm just looking around, just shit, what's going on? Why are
Wait,
we
no
doing this?
advantage?
Huh?
No advantage?
I thought we weren't doing flanking rules.
We weren't.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So last session when we had the big, huge pile of guys.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember me giving flanking advantage?
Not for us.
Or I would give it to players and NPCs as well.
Oh.
I either give it to everybody or don't give it at all, and I don't think I.
Yeah, I don't think we had that, so
Oh.
I guess
I thought
I
we
guess
did.
you would have it if you had like a specific trait like pack tactics, but
I'm willing to overrule it at a later stage, but right now, no.
yeah.
Just a regular roll. Phil's getting used to being with this party. Anything else?
Oh, for Phil, no.
Cool.
Wait, is he grappled?
If they're grappled, their speed becomes 0. I just decided to do a grapple roll because
Yeah.
Lokk wanted to shove the creature into the wall behind her. And I did a contested grapple check to see if that would work. Where in hindsight, it should not have been contested.
Yeah, so we're good.
It should have just been a regular attack roll, I think.
Yeah, and even if it wasn't, I would have made it a regular attack roll. So
Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
yeah, no, I'm just there, just with the group trying to make sense of everything.
Cool. And sorry, Guy, it's on you.
Okay. It's gonna be the same old thing. The spear.
Go for it.
Straight at
Make
him.
your point.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not this time, I'm afraid. That's a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
And then unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Follow it up. Better? 19 to hit.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning.
This dagger just takes the fist right into its chest as its heart stops. And it just collapses to the ground.
Okay, not on to me.
Yes, correct. We're going to remain, because there's still one Durga missing,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to remain in combat order. And it's Durga B's turn.
Oh, wait. I'll move if we're still in combat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
for
we're
it.
still in combat order.
So what?
Parkour!
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hit the torch. Yep. He likes the
Seven.
torch.
8. So that's 40.
Cool. Okay.
And I'll follow Croaker.
No worries. Okay, we're back to the top again. Lokk, it is on you.
I'm gonna head in here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You see a commoner just cowering in the corner, like with arms up, like, don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
Coward!
The one from our group.
It is one from the prison cell, yes.
Okay.
Come with me.
Can I? I'd like to look around this small area and see if there's any, like, passageways or whether it's just.
Give me an investigation check.
24.
You find no movement through this area. It seems to be completely sealed. The commoner also says, I think the other ones are over there, and points a finger to like the northwest. And that
Okay.
is your turn. Anything else? The bonus
That's
action?
all. Just letting the commoner know that we're here to help.
No worries.
Yeah.
Dr. Croaker, it's on you.
Alright, I have an idea. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I call down. Actually, well, I'll do the whole way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I call to the rest of the other two groups and I say, block up the corridor. Someone's invisible. He might raise an alarm. So I want these groups just to block up this area.
Give me a persuasion check. I'm looking for a DC 12, and that's a disadvantage.
Son of bitch, why you do this to me? I try so hard.
They're shit scared.
Where's
Like,
my
they want to help you, but at the same time, they're uncertain.
I had a cock die and it was like a 1 and a 7. Do I just re-roll that?
Yes. Cock die,
Okay.
always reroll.
So, I had a 17 and a 14, but 14's good. 14 plus in... What's the other one? Persuasion? 13!
They nod, and they're like, all right, and they start filling the corridor. And they take up a good chunk of space. No one's getting through.
Oh, thank God. It's
Okay.
like, I don't know if he's right here or back there. It's like, I don't want him just to raise the alarm and fuck everything up. We've already rolled a 1, guy.
Dude, I wish I was this hard to find when I was invisible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is some DM bullshit right there.
All will be revealed.
In no time. Or never. Huh.
Phil?
Alright. Well, that's all I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I would do it. Oh, I could do a perception check.
No,
While there.
you use your action
I
to
I
persuade
had to persuade.
and tell them what to do. Phil, we're on you.
Oh. Okay, well. Damn. I will do the same trick, but I will send like 2 down the west and 2 down the north. The north. Just as far as I can see.
So the west and the north.
Yeah.
You
So
doing
you're
some
going
trying to-
backward?
funky.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to do the same trick to send 2 orbs in one direction, 2 orbs in the other. I can send them up to 60 feet, but as long as I have line of sight. So.
No
I'm
worries.
gonna do
Yeah,
that.
you do that, and you send your lights down both corridors, and they reveal nothing.
We're doing some sonar shit right here.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool, actually. I like it.
At this point, I just kind of give up and get to Lokk. Just keep together, keeping perception
Guys,
out.
on you.
Guy.
You're muted, baby.
It's Guy Love.
So I moved 10 feet forward into the crossroads.
Yep.
I'm going to try and listen down south and west corridors.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Why would it be
Oh.
disadvantage?
It's only hearing, isn't it?
Invisibility doesn't affect hearing.
Sorry, just give me a flat perception check.
Yeah, I was trying to process that too. I'm like, how does...
Sorry,
How
you are
does-
correct.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
It's because we kept on trying to attack at a person invisible. That's why.
Yeah.
And I keep on being disadvantaged because every time I do a ability, it's always against me now. Like,
Don't believe
What?
it's going to matter.
You got.
Oh, sleepy frog.
I'll say you got a 13 because your previous roll was higher than at disadvantage was higher than your current perception check, and you don't hear any footsteps towards the southern or western ends.
Okay. I am going to stay where I am. Sort of be. Yeah, he's gonna. If he comes like down this intersection, he's gonna have to pass me. So
mhm.
I will wait at the ready, just in case. Essentially, I'm waiting for an opportunity of attack. That's it.
Okay, I need to go to the restroom real quick. Just give me a minute. I just really need to clean up, wash my hands after eating,
Yeah.
and then we shall continue.
Like those guys.
Like those guys and subscribe to those guys.
Hit the bell.